Why did you land on this video today? What brought you here right now? If you're following along through a structured course, take a moment to jot down your intentions in your workbook. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and share your goals in the comments below. Let me be upfront with you, this isn't a tutorial on how to simply manage your anxiety. I'm not here to give you temporary fixes. What I'm going to ask of you is something different: take full ownership of your experience. Together, we'll explore not how to numb the anxiety, but how to transform your relationship with it, starting now with a real story. In this video, you'll understand why many traditional techniques for easing anxiety often do more harm than good, and what actually works instead. A lot of people believe that if they could just stop feeling anxious, their whole life would improve. They set eliminate anxiety as their goal. But here's the catch: when you try to cut out emotions you don't like, you often start cutting out parts of your life too. The result? A smaller world, less joy, more isolation. And ironically, more anxiety. Let me give you an example. Researchers once studied a group of middle school students involved in activities like school plays and sports. They were asked to rate their nervousness before auditioning or trying out. Half the students reported intense anxiety, scores of 7, 8, or 9 out of 10. But here's where the story splits. Some of them moved forward and auditioned anyway, while others pulled back. When asked why, the students who stepped up said, "It was the only way to reach my goal, I had to face the fear." Those who stepped away said, avoiding it was the only way to make the anxiety disappear. And that's the trap. Avoiding the things you care about does reduce anxiety, for a moment. But it also reduces the size and richness of your life. Let's zoom out. We often wish difficult people or situations would just vanish. That coworker, that family tension, we fantasize about walking away. And sometimes, distancing is the healthy choice. But if avoiding discomfort is your only relationship skill, loneliness is inevitable. Every close relationship includes challenges. What changes the outcome is not avoidance, but learning better ways to engage. That's what this course, or this journey, is about. Not making anxiety disappear, but helping you become stronger in its presence. Yes, over time, anxiety may lessen. But more importantly, your life can expand again, full of dreams, experiences, and people you might have shut out while trying to feel less. Let's return to those students. Both groups felt the same level of fear. The difference wasn't the intensity of the emotion, but the choice they made in response. One group accepted discomfort in pursuit of growth. The other prioritized temporary relief. Guess which group likely felt prouder, more resilient, and tried again next time? Here's the hard truth: it's not anxiety itself that drains us. It's what we do to avoid it that shrinks our world. Think about social anxiety. Maybe you stop going out, overthink every interaction, try to say the perfect thing just to avoid a surge of nerves. Over time, this doesn't just prevent fear, it prevents connection. People with OCD might wash their hands repeatedly to calm their mind. But even raw, sore skin doesn't stop the fear from returning. Eventually, they might avoid public spaces altogether. And what begins as a coping mechanism slowly becomes a prison. Even subtle behaviors count, like constantly asking for reassurance, or convincing yourself you're too broken to try. These are all ways of avoiding anxiety, but they come at a high cost: your freedom. So now, ask yourself, what has anxiety cost you? Which dreams, relationships, or opportunities have you let go of, just to avoid discomfort? The truth is, it's not the anxiety that steals our joy. It's the ways we respond to it that often do. In this course, I'll walk you through skills that can shift your thinking, regulate your emotions, and create space for discomfort, without letting it dictate your choices. But don't be mistaken, our goal isn't to become emotionless. That's a myth. Only people who feel nothing are no longer alive. To grow, you need something more meaningful than fear to guide you. You need a reason to face the tough stuff. So think, what's your why? What kind of life do you want? What would it look like if anxiety didn't make your choices for you? Here's a simple exercise: imagine a day where anxiety doesn't stop you. Picture yourself doing things you love, traveling, connecting, laughing without holding back. Visualize it vividly. What does it feel like? Does your heart lift just a little? Maybe there's some fear, too, but that's okay. Fear can ride along. Write about it, or just sit with it. What makes you feel alive? What lights you up? Which qualities do you admire in others? This is where we'll begin. If you're on the full 30-day path with me, you'll find exercises in your workbook to go deeper. If you're just joining through YouTube, the journey still begins right here. You don't need to eliminate anxiety to live a rich life. You just need the courage to move forward with it. And I'll help you build that courage, step by step. Thanks for being here. You're not alone. And I'll see you in the next video.